Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions shifted back to bullish. In a bull market, we had ticked from mildly bullish to mildly bearish to back to bullish. So still seeing some constructive bullishness here. We did see momentum tick back up into that trending zone. We've also seen the breadth indicator, which had moved from extreme back into this momentum zone, is solidly there, which is a good location, and we're seeing sentiment dip back down a little bit and then just kind of stabilizing right here at these levels. If we take a look at buy-sell ratio, we are still seeing a negative a buy-sell ratio less than 1.38, a little bit of a curl on the edges of those lines right there. We'll see if we gain any strength and some momentum right here. A good solid move on S&P 500 and some nice volume. We talked about this bottoming tail bar yesterday. When you have a hammer type pattern where a stock or a market opens and then sells off and then rallies back and closes near or higher than where it opened, and you get this hammer pattern, that's a good bottoming pattern or a good continuation pattern. So we'll see if we get that, we get any follow through. If we get that S&P 500 to break out above that 478 range on SPY, we could see that then become the 478 range, become some support here in the shorter term for markets as a whole. Let's just take a quick glance here at NASDAQ as well. So NASDAQ had a solid day. Technology still working quite well. So keep an eye on the markets today and this week going forward. We'll see if we get any follow through, if we run into some resistance right here. On sectors, we didn't see much of a change. We did see actually technology bumping up into that uptrend and buy range, which hadn't been there. It had been in that hold, and we saw a couple of others that had moved from, it was healthcare. This healthcare sitting right here in this downtrend with a hold. Let's take a look at that chart pattern here as well, because it did have like a bottoming type formation here also, where it gapped lower and then traded higher the rest of the day. Still in that upper momentum zone here. That's the thing about this retracement, is all of these sectors are still in that upper momentum zone, even though you've got these hold ranges. Let's look at industrials. You can see nice counter trend pattern finding some support. We're seeing consumer services. Nice bounce at that momentum zone. So all of these sectors are also starting to show some support at ranges that are appropriate within itself. So for example, this consumer service ETF is finding some support relative to its own price performance, and that's a good thing. That's a bullish price pattern. And yesterday's activity also gave additional confirmation to that. If we take a look at commodities, let's look at the gold pattern. We are seeing gold showing a little bit of weakness here over the last day or two. If I change this over so we can see that bar. So we're sitting right at that 187 range on GLD, and it's broken through that. It had a little bit of a higher move. So we'll see if this is also counter trending, retracing inside of this upper zone. And also if we take just a quick look at oil here and see what oil has been doing, we are seeing some support on oil. Let me get rid of that volume bar and change back over here, because we did have on the oil ETF, which is USO, had it tick back up into a new buy signal or up into this upper bullish trend zone after a lot of consolidation here. So we'll see if we get another move back up. If USO can close back up above 70 or approach that range, then we could be seeing the early stages of a momentum shift in oil. Is really one of the things to be aware of for the day and then going into next week as well. Higher oil prices, lowering bond prices. We're seeing bonds actually retrace back down again a little bit deeper as well. Bonds need to start to hold up right here as well for this equity rally to continue. Remember that interest rates are going higher. When this is going down, interest rates are going higher. So there could be markets could be reconsidering the Fed's commitment, and mostly because of some of these inflation and job numbers, things are still quite good. So that potentially could we could run back into some inflation issues, which could keep interest rates high. If we take a quick look here at a couple of muscle stock ideas, we've got more healthcare, pharmaceutical type stocks, biotech stocks. All of those have been doing quite well in the last week or two. in this upper momentum zone. That's the 1-year time frame, 6-month time frame. A big, huge gap here, probably on some approval, FDA approval or something along that line. I would double check on that first, but a good confirmation move. Let's add some volume in. Nothing, it's kind of being shadowed by that overall volume pattern, but a nice overall uptrend. APP seeing nice confirmation move here as well in that upper range. Good solid fundamentals on APP. And let's take a look at DraftKings also came in there today. Nice volume, big uptrend, gaming, betting stock, sports betting stock, and good confirmation move heading higher there for yesterday's activity as well. That'll do it for today's update. If you don't have full access to the software, you can learn more at the link below, and we look forward to having you. Have a fantastic day today.